Morning students. Today in lecture 9 we are going to discuss Aristotle's views on tragedies. Fourth point, structure of the plot. In the earlier lectures we have discussed about the origin of tragedy. We have also discussed the characteristics of tragedy or salient features of the tragedy, and also we have discussed the constituents parts of tragedy. My dear students, just you remember one thing before going to the fourth point, structure of the plot, which is also important and significant also. So, the origin, characteristics and constituent parts, we have discussed some aspect regarding the related to or about the tragedy. And today in the structure of the plot, point number 4, we are going to study the information about the plot, and the same we have discussed little bit in the constituent parts also in the point number 3 in the lecture number 8. And today we will just discuss the structure of the plot. According to Aristotle, plot is the soul of the tragedy. Plot is very important aspect, constituent part, significant point of the tragedy, because we have discussed earlier, plot is the soul of the tragedy. Without the plot there will be no tragedy. So plot is important. Plot means content, plot means story, plot means all the incident which are arranged systematically. Plot means which has beginning, which has middle, which has end. And plot means the overall narration of the incident. So plot is like this. So Aristotle here talks about the aspect, structure, order, sequence, content and so on of the tragedy. So he says at the very outset I told you just, plot is the soul of tragedy. Plot is the soul of the tragedy and it makes the artistic arrangement of the incident. So being the soul of the tragedy, it means the plot makes the artistic arrangements. Plot makes the artistic arrangements of its plots makes the artistic arrangements of its incident is of the prime incident, means of the prime. So plot is the soul of the tragedy, means main atma. Then he says plot, what does the plot? It makes the artistic means systematic. Artistic means as per the sequence, as per the convenience, as per the development of the story or plot, it makes the artistic arrangement. Arrangement म्हणजे मांडणी और व्यवस्थापन its incidents, त्याच्या घटनाक्रमाचा. So at the very outset in the structure of the plot, you remember plot is very important. Plot is the soul of the tragedy. Plot makes the artistic arrangement of the incidents in a proper order. Here, after this, Aristotle talks about the unities over here, because you have seen, maybe not, but one thing I will clear you, treasury or about treasury, here even William Shakespeare and many tragedy writers has not follow the particular order to maintain the ideal structure of the tragedy. So according to him, Aristotle, the tragedy writer has to follow the unities. Unities means here he talks about the three unities, and among them the action is important. Unity of action beside the unit of time and unity of place. Unity of action is important. Unity of action. Because the same case in Ben Jonson or Samuel Johnson has exposed the lacunas of Shakespearean tragedies, and here he shows the drawbacks of the using of three unities by Shakespeare in his plays, in general tragedies in particular. And he says Shakespeare has not followed the unities like action, place and time, because he changes multiply many times the changes of the places. He also not follow the order in the action and even following the time also. So Aristotle here says that you have to follow the unity of action strictly, and how he says the actions in the life of hero must connected with one another. According to him, the actions in the life of hero must connected with one another. Must connected with one another and appear together as a whole, and finally appear together as a whole. So according to Aristotle, here when he talks about the unity of action, he is very right. For example, because when you show the sequence order of the action continuously one after another, then what will happen? The audience, the readers, the spectators linked with that, and so they couldn't miss the plot and they remember it permanently, and also systematically they will come to know the development of the story. So unity of action is of prime importance according to Aristotle, because in it he simply says the actions in the life of heroes, जो ट्रॅजिसाठी आपण हिरो निवडलेला असतो, मुख्य पात्र निवडलेला असतो, त्यांच्या जीवनातील घटना ह्या एकानंतर एक अरेंज करून त्या ऑडियन्स पुढं, रीडर्स पुढं ठेवल्या पाहिजेत, आणि फायनली त्या एका ऑर्डरमध्ये लावून आपल्या पुढं पूर्णपणे दाखवल्या पाहिजे. मीन्स देअर मस्ट बी अ युनिटी ऑफ ॲक्शन इन द लाईफ ऑफ हिरो, मेन कॅरेक्टर, ट्रॅजिक कॅरेक्टर इन हुज लाईफ दी fall comes, who lose his everything and became a very very common man, serious man who have lost everything. That so he says the three unities, and among the three the unity of action is very important because it totally links, connects with the views, ideas, happenings, conversations, thought, and overall incidents which came across or the tragic hero faces. So, my dear students, according to Aristotle, unity of action is very important because it is, or one has to maintain in it the particular proper order and so on. So he further says about the action. Which actions the writer has to choose in the tragedy? Here he says about the actions. Actions means, here we again repeating the, simply say the unity of action. Because according to Aristotle, action is more important than the time and place. And here he says actions, which actions we have to more focus? The actions which befalls him, means befalls with the characters. Not all the actions in hero's life, means his happy life, his prosperous life, his enjoyment, his so and so. But we have to simply talk about the happenings in the life of hero which are more relevant, means the tragic one, and which are very connect with the tragedy. If you are focusing on other happenings in the life of heroes which are not related to its pitiable condition, इमोशनल कंडिशन्स अँड सो ऑन. म्हणजे आपल्याला हिरोच्या लाईफमधल्या कुठल्या ॲक्शन्स निवडावे लागतील? ज्या ॲक्शन्स ह्या भावनिक असतील, जे आपल्याला दुःखमय वाटतील, ज्या कृती, ॲक्शन्स ज्यांच्याकडे सर्व होतं परंतु काळाच्या ओघामध्ये तो चांगला असून सुद्धा त्याचे वाईट दिवस येतात. त्या ॲक्शन्स जे की आपल्याला बघताच पीटी आणि फिअर वाटली पाहिजे, दया वाटली पाहिजे, भावनाहीन झालं पाहिजे, आपले अश्रू अनावर आले पाहिजे. मीन्स द ॲक्शन्स हिअर ही सेज, मीन्स दॅट befalls him not all the actions, means he says don't take all the actions in the life of hero. In the life of hero means that befalls him. One. Secondly, he says they are not relevant to the plot and will have to keep out. Means all the incidents are not important. Only he says plot will concern only one man. After that, don't take many men, means plot only concern with only one man, not many men. If you choose many men in the tragedy, you will never connect the actions properly in a sequence, in a proper incident and arrangement. So, only he says plot will concern only one man and not more. Again he says if more than one man, if you choose into the tragedy, there will be no connection between them. Means plot only concern only one man's action, not many. If you choose many, there will be no correlation and no any further development towards the tragedy. So, here he says the unity of action of one man's life, only in one man's life, is very important, not many, one thing. Secondly, he states the actions which are beautiful, emotional and fearful and also befall towards his loss, that only you take, not many actions in the life of hero, according to Aristotle. Because if you take all the actions in the life of hero, then what will happen? Audience doesn't concentrate on, means audience doesn't concentrate on the tragic plot, and if you mix his happy and tragic life altogether, then it couldn't be called tragedy and we couldn't find out his goodness, couldn't find out his loss, couldn't find out his pity, fearful, emotional conditions which is suitable for the tragedy. And we have also focused on the unhappy ending of the tragedy. So, here when you take the example of the play Hamlet by Shakespeare is also a tragedy. You take the tragedy entitled as King Lear, which is also by Shakespeare. Even Othello we have, Romeo and Juliet we have, Macbeth have, and also take the example of the Spanish tragedy by Kyd, means Thomas Kyd. In each and every tragedy, we see that only the actions related to involving to the main character, not many characters, because audience will confuse when you mixed many characters and their many happenings, and also you highlight on focus on the first ever written tragedy, that is Garbhoda, written by Thomas Sackville and Thomas Norton. These two writers have very well written the well-known tragedy like Garbhodak, and which is very and very useful because it talks about the life of these great people according to him. So, one thing you remember when you study the great tragedies like Hamlet, great tragedies like King Lear, great tragedies like Spanish tragedy by Thomas Kyd, the first ever written great tragedy Garbhodak by Thomas Sackville and Thomas Norton. All these tragedy writers have simply focused, concentrated on the actions of the hero's life which befall him, means which highlights only his tragic aspect, which highlight his losed aspect from everything to the nothing, from glorious life to the very adverse life, from the king to the beggar. We have seen that Hamlet once was a king of Prince of Denmark, the son of old Hamlet. But what happened when the Shakespeare has enacted the play from the beginning to the end, he has only concentrated on the tragic losed aspect on Hamlet. So, there is a total sequence of unity of action. Even you think that when King Lear was a king, shown very ideal, glorious, prosperous at the beginning of the play, but after that what happened? We see how his prosperous life systematically he loses his place as a king, and initially he was a king having a great country, courtiers, soldiers, everything, and finally he shares his kingdom into his two daughters. Step by step he loses his staff, means courtiers. Once he has a pride, once he has a crowd of them, and step by step his two daughters has kept aside from their kingdom, from their property and everything, and finally King Lear finally became lived and and became alone and lose everything, and he became a beggar. Mean systematic arrangement of the incident in the tragic life of heroes makes you aware about the same. The same case in the Spanish tragedy and Garboduc in Othello, in Macbeth, in Romeo and Juliet we have. So, beside this, we will also focus on the unity of time and little bit information about place. So, in the second, after the action, Aristotle talks about the unity of time. According to Aristotle, the time is not more important like the action, but here he says your tragedy's time must be of 24 hours, means a single revolution of a sun. Single revolution of sun म्हणजे एक चक्र सूर्याचं. Single revolution of a sun, or we can simply say the not more than 24 hours, because in those days if you run the tragedy actions more than a day, 24 hours, one cycle of the sun, what will happen? People couldn't see, couldn't recollect in their memory the long hour stories, and they will miss some ideas. They couldn't store in their mind, and so they couldn't understand the proper beginning, middle and end. So, in those days, in the ancient time, the time of the stories, tragedies of the plot was of 24 hours. So, as far as possible, according to Francis Bacon, tragedy should confine a single revolution of the sun. Single revolution of the sun means it should be end into the 24 hours time. Further he says, further he expresses his views on little bit unity of place, but according to Aristotle, he never make any comment on, means anywhere in poetics also or even in his lectures also, Aristotle has not talked much about the third unity, that is unity of place. Unity of place. And Aristotle says here only he never talk, means Aristotle not gives space to the place in his poetics like action and time. Means Aristotle has not given space, or we can say the importance to the place like action and time, because according to him the action is more important because it only directly concentrate on the actions in the life of heroes and which were connected with each other one after another systematically. Then time is of less important after the action, and it should be happen, means tragedy according to Aristotle endeavors as far as possible to confine a single revolution of the sun, means it should be happen into the 24 hours, not more than that. And about the place, he never explain, highlights his ideas anywhere. So, my dear friends, in today's class of lecture number 9 of the structure of the plot, we simply, in short, Aristotle has focused on the ideas like unit of action, ideas like unit of time, and also according to him the plot is the soul of the tragedy, and being the soul of the tragedy the plot is also of a prime importance according to Aristotle. After this plot, which is the soul, he talks about the unity of action and unity of time, which are also very important in the structure of the plot. In tomorrow's class, after this lecture number 9, in tomorrow's class, we will focus on the remaining part of the structure of the plot, in which Aristotle talks about the ideas that how he talks about the fear, pity and the unhappy ending and so many aspects. So, with this brief introduction about the structure of the plot, I will stop here. Thank you very much.